Hello students, today you will learn about addition and subtraction of unlike fractions. Let us first learn how to add unlike fractions. Look at this question. In this question, we first need to add the fractions and then we need to express the answer in its simplest form. Now, in order to add these two unlike fractions, we first need to change them into like fractions. That means we first need to make the denominators of the fractions same. And in order to make the denominators same, we will find the LCM of the denominators 5 and 10. So by using common division method, we got the LCM as 10. So the LCM of 5 and 10 is 10. Now that we got the LCM, we will make the denominators of both the fractions equal to 10. The denominator of the second fraction is already equal to 10. So we will leave this as it is. And we will only make the denominator of the first fraction equal to 10. So to make the denominator 5 equal to 10, we need to multiply 5 by 2. And since we multiplied the denominator by 2, we also need to multiply the numerator by 2 as well. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. So the first fraction is written as 8 by 10. Now that we have changed this fraction, in place of 4 by 5, we will write 8 by 10. So now the fractions are like fractions because the denominators are same. And since the denominators of the fractions are same, we will only add the numerators and the denominator will remain the same. That means 10 will remain the same and we will only add 8 and 7. 8 plus 7 is 15. So when we add 4 by 5 and 7 by 10, we get 15 by 10. But if we observe the numerator and denominator of this fraction, we can say that 15 and 10 have common factors. So it is not in its simplest form. So now what we have to do is we have to express this fraction in its simplest form. And to express 15 by 10 in its simplest form, we will divide both 15 and 10 by its highest common factor 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3 and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So the simplest form of this fraction is 3 by 2. But if we observe the fraction, we can say that the numerator of the fraction is greater than the denominator. That means it is an improper fraction. So what do we have to do in that case? So in case if the numerator is greater than the denominator, we convert the fraction into a mixed number. A mixed number consists of a whole number and a fraction with a numerator and denominator. So in order to change this fraction into a mixed number, we have to divide 3 by 2. And after dividing 3 by 2, we get 1 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. When we write mixed number, we write the quotient as the whole number, remainder as the numerator and the divisor as the denominator. Here, the quotient 1 will be the whole number and the remainder 1 will be the numerator and the divisor 2 will be the denominator. So, 4 by 5 plus 7 by 10 is equal to 1 by 2. Now let us learn how to subtract unlike fractions. Look at this question. In this question, we will first subtract the fractions and then express the answer in its simplest form. But in order to subtract the fractions, we first need to change them to like fractions. That is, we first need to make their denominators same. And to make their denominators same, we will first find the LCM of the denominators 7 and 6. The denominators 7 and 6 do not have any common factors except 1. So, to find their LCM, we can simply multiply them instead of using common division method. That is, to find the LCM of 7 and 6, we simply multiply 7 by 6 because 7 and 6 do not have any common factors except 1. And 7 multiplied by 6 is 42. So the LCM of 7 and 6 is 42. Now that we have found out the LCM of 7 and 6 as 42, we need to make the denominators of both the fractions equal to 42. So let's first make the denominator of the first fraction equal to 42. To make the denominator 7 equal to 42, we need to multiply 7 by 6. And since we multiplied the denominator by 6, we also need to multiply the numerator by 6 as well. 6 multiplied by 6 is 36. So the first fraction is written as 36 by 42. Now let's make the denominator of the second fraction equal to 42. To make the denominator 6 equal to 42, we need to multiply 6 by 7. And since we multiplied the denominator by 7, we also need to multiply the numerator by 7 as well. 5 multiplied by 7 is 35, so the second fraction is written as 35 by 42. Now since the fractions are like fractions, that is the denominators are same, we will only subtract the numerators and the denominator will remain the same. That is, the denominator 42 will remain the same and we will subtract 35 from 36. 36 minus 35 is 1. So when we subtract 5 by 6 from 6 by 7, we get 1 by 42. Now that we have got the answer by subtracting the fractions, we need to express the answer in its simplest form. But if we observe the numerator and denominator of this fraction, we can say that they have no common factors except 1. So the fraction is already in its simplest form. And we also need not change the fraction into a mixed number because the numerator is not greater than the denominator. So 6 by 7 minus 5 by 6 is equal to 1 by 42. So students, that's all for today. Thank you.